it's Stephanie again. Hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to take this weekly video to talk about a really common issue that a lot of our loved ones experience, and that's getting lost or wandering. And so this can be challenging for a lot of reasons. It also can be very dangerous. And so I wanted to talk about some reasons that this might be happening. So with a memory disorder, there is disorientation. And so that can be challenging. Our loved ones might forget familiar places. They might forget how to get home. They might be thinking home is somewhere else. So they're looking for maybe their childhood home. And you'll also notice that driving is a really big issue when it comes to this. So for people who are still driving, it's kind of a hot button topic because it can be really challenging to know when the right time is to not allow our loved ones to drive anymore. But one of the reasons it's challenging is because there's so many things that go into driving. And with a memory disorder, there might come a time when your loved one doesn't recognize road signs, or they're not able to get around an obstacle on the road, or if there's a detour, they might not be able to adapt to that. And so if any one of these things go wrong, it can make it for a very unsafe driving situation. So we really want to avoid that. But it really is challenging to know when the right time is and to have that conversation with your loved one, because driving is kind of our independence. So one thing that we can do when it comes to wandering is plan ahead. So always have an updated photo of your loved one in the event that they do go missing. There's a lot of great technology out right now to help locate our loved ones. So you could use, even the GPS on your phone is able to help with that. You could use a medical alert system. We also have a program called Project Lifesaver at our office. Now that doesn't constantly track, but if they're wearing it and your loved one does go missing, the sheriff's department is able to locate them. So if you have any questions about that, please give us a call at our office. So to be preventive, you can lock all your doors. You can put the latches higher up on the door. You can use those child safety doorknobs so that it's harder to get out. You can also have alarms. So you can have alarms set up on the door so you're alerted if the door opens. You can have alarms on a bed or a chair if someone gets out of the chair. So those are all some things that you could do to be proactive about preventing the wandering. Another thing to do is think about what triggers you might notice. Are there any patterns when your loved one wanders? Maybe it's just boredom. It could be feeling restless. It could be, just being thirsty and you getting up to go to get a drink and you kind of wander off, get distracted, things like that. So we want to look at those routines and see what could be possible triggers. You could also have cameras in the home. A lot of the families we work with have tried cameras, so you're able to kind of see what's going on in the house. That can be good for people who are still working, because if you can't be there 24 hours a day, that's a way you can feel a little bit more secure. You can also put an ID bracelet on your loved one, so in the event that they do wander, someone's able to know who to call and know who they are. In the home, you can also, besides the alarms, some things that have helped is even just putting a stop sign on the door, or even a dark or black mat right in front of the door, because with depth perception, it can kind of look like a hole. So with all of these suggestions, it's kind of just finding out what works for you and your situation and adapting as needed. And when it comes to our loved ones, we really want to, again, provide activities. Maybe they're bored and restless. So in that case, we want to provide a fun activity to try and get their mind off wanting to leave. And, it can be a really frustrating situation if our loved one wanders. So instead of our normal reaction, which might be, screaming because we're scared, because it's stressful, we want to keep a calm tone of voice and really just talk to our loved one. They don't realize what they're doing. To them, this makes sense in their head. Maybe they're going to visit someone or they're looking for someone. So they're not doing anything wrong in their mind. So we don't want to react harshly and make the situation even more tense. This is, again, and I know a lot of the talks we've had about challenging behaviors, we talk about lifelong routines. And so we really want to think, why might they be wandering? Maybe they're wandering because they're used to going to work every day, which is something that we can all relate to. So an example, if this is the case, you can bring your loved one to a desk and start talking to them about and reminiscing about their previous job, or even giving them a task to do that might be similar to something they did at work. So they're kind of, getting that need met. We really want to promote that sense of freedom and respect, which can be hard when, the roles are reversed and we are providing the care. So we want to kind of adapt. So if our loved one, let's say, can wander outside or around the property, we want to allow them to do that so they feel that sense of freedom. We might just need to help a little bit by even putting signs or arrows up outside so that they're able to wander but know how to get back safely. So it's okay to use arrows and helpful signs outside the house, inside the house, to help let them still be independent but feel free to walk around and explore the way we all tend to do. So I hope this helped in the challenging behavior of wandering or getting lost. If you have any more questions about this or another topic, please feel free to comment below or give us a call at the office. And until next week, I look forward to talking with you next time. Bye.